Nathan Southern is a non-traditional security specialist at the University of St. Andrews, and he joins us now live from Phnom Penh in Cambodia. Thank you so much for joining us on the program today. Now, Poland is calling the crisis a state-sponsored act of terrorism committed by the Belarusian government. How likely do you think Belarus is politically involved in weaponizing migrants against EU interests?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's really no doubt here about what Belarus is doing. They are essentially acting as a rogue mafia state, and they are facilitating the movement of thousands of migrants over the border to Poland for this exact reaction, for this exact rhetoric to be ramped up. But I think the most important thing to remember is why Lukashenko has the opportunity to be able to do this, and that is because there are humanitarian crises and deepening conflicts growing across the world, and the European Union does not have enough safe passages for people to access the continent, so instead are forced to use human traffickers. Lukashenko's regime is essentially acting as a human trafficking organization right now, no different than any other mafia group, but they are given that opportunity because these people are not being given the opportunity to actually access the European Union in a safe manner.
How much support do you think Belarus is getting from Russia in this particular situation? And can we witness Poland asking the U.S. for support?
I mean, I don't think that Lukashenko really does anything without the direct knowledge and support of his master Putin. In terms of the United States, I think that Poland could look to the US, could look to NATO, and could treat this as a security response. I think that would be a mistake, because when we get boiled down on the rhetoric, we play into what really is Poland's hardening right-wing agenda. This is also a gift to the Polish government, who have been deteriorating on their rhetoric about women's rights, about migrant rights, about freedom of religion for quite some time. If we allow Poland to phrase this in a security frame and asking the US for help or NATO to support, then what we do is we forget about the very human impact of these people who, as we approach the heart of winter, are sitting there freezing on the border, are lacking food, and are being seen as political pawns rather than real human beings in desperate need of support. And I hope that if Poland does ask the United States for support, it will be humanitarian support and not security.
Right. There is definitely humanitarian concerns at the border at the moment, but there's also security concerns, as we've heard from officials in Poland. What are some of those security concerns?
Well, I think that Poland likes to play up security concerns without really a lot of proof to back it up. And again, this goes to their hardening right-wing agenda. The idea of migrants being criminals, them being terrorists, them being a threat to national security, them wanting to change the values of Polish life. Most of these people actually don't want to go to Poland, as your video showed. They want to get to Germany. The security threats are a gift to regimes like Poland, and it's important that we don't give into it. They're not providing any evidence. They don't know who these people are, what country or what threat they're specifically referring to. This is first and foremost a humanitarian crisis. I've not seen any evidence to show it's a security crisis. The only security risk I see right now is between Belarusian and Polish troops. The people are just desperately in need of support.
All right, non-traditional security specialist Nathan Southern, it was a pleasure having you on the NewsHour. Thank you for that.